DJ Marky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Bridgewater's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Play action now. Bridgewater. He'll get that one complete to Connor. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The Lance going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Bridgewater on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They go play action. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. After the sack on first down, Bridgewater to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are once again back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Lance again going to keep it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Hurry, hurry! Go, 10.
Lance now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go.
Now Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And Lance will try again on second down. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Wait.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Ready?
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Gold with the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 37 yards. And the Dolphins have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
First down, Bridgewater.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, Bridgewater again.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Kareem Hunt as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Drill 3. Ready?
On second and very short, Lance. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
This time they stay on the ground. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they get hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far.
Here we go.
This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25. 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And some space here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Bridgewater. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Black Ultra.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Forced out to his left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The kick by Gold is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On play action, Lance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are right back in this football game.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 5.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now Lance. And this pass caught by Gray.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Niners are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Here's Bridgewater. Being chased out left. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Connecting with Hill.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Bridgewater to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
They'll get this down to the 38.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Bridgewater. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Miami, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers.